longest, and hours after all of your darkest moments. Feels just like yesterday when we were.
Happy day 3,000.
3,000 days. 3,000 days of daily vlogging. How the hell did that happen? And where the hell are we? We are in San Marcos, California, off the 78. And way out there, you can actually see downtown San Diego. We're up at about, what did it say, 1,600 feet right now? I can't see where I am. It's out there. It's way, I mean, it's like 30 miles out there. But it's clear enough today. We see the coastline. Das Jetta. The wind. You can probably barely hear me. We're going to take a hike. 5 miler today.
That's a cute dog. Alright, do you think this is it, Ryan, or?
I don't know.
Oh, I see trails down there.
I don't know if those are trails or like fire breaks. For those of you who don't know, a fire break is when they skim off 8 or 10 or 20 feet, careful, of this scruff, which usually is not this green. This is the green that all the rain has brought. And if there's a fire cutting through here, it gets to that dirt, and it won't stop it, but it'll slow it down and give the forest a chance to get it under containment. And then that little hut on top of that mountain out there, that's a fire station, where I don't think they use those anymore, but they used to go up there and they would put somebody there in fire season and just watch the hillsides for fires. She can't see me. Okay, I'm gonna have to yell into the microphone so you can hear me, but I think we have come to the conclusion that we cannot afford anything up here, inclusive of the cars that are parked in these people's driveways. That's a water storage tank, and we're gonna have to figure out how to get back to the pocket lot. So we look to the west and see Oceanside, and of course, beautiful Pacific. Couple of airplanes from here. Out towards Big Bear, that's too close to be Big Bear, I think. But that's about as much snow as I've ever seen in California. And that one. But it's 70 degrees up here. Where are you? There you are. What do you have to say? Nothing? That E39 has seen many better days. Poor thing. A freaking G-Wagon at the valet parking at the mall. Who goes to a mall and has to valet park? Because the deck that's right here, that's too far of a walk. It's dark back there, you can't see now, but what did you make me do this afternoon?
You went shopping.
I went shopping.
To celebrate your 3,000th day.
That's not why I went shopping. I went shopping because the jeans that I bought 4 years ago finally have a hole big enough that my knee freezes in them. So it was time to go and get a pair of jeans that my knee didn't freeze in. And that led to buying a pair of chinos to replace what I'm wearing right now, which look like shit. And that led to buying a new pair of shoes that go with that. So yeah, that was today. Downtown, super pretty. It's dusk. We are headed to, you can go.
Head west on Ivy Street.
And Ivy Street. We're going to Enfuego for dinner. We're going to meet your sister, her roommate's boyfriend, her date. Are they official?
I don't know.
We'll find out. And I'll talk to you later. I don't know if you can see any intimates in there or not, man. It probably don't matter. It is Sunday night at only like 9:30. My dad is out. Megan is out. I am awake. So it's day 3,000. We can't let that pass without saying a little commemorative something. It was 3,000 days ago, December of 2000 and I think 2010. I was a sophomore in high school. I had owned this car for 5 months, 6 months. Like, that's how long I've had this car. Longer than I've been vlogging, longer than 3,000 days. That's awesome. I wish that it were actually inside of the vlogging, because it would be cool to see like the day I got it, and I have all those memories, and there are videos and clips from when I got it. In fact, the funniest video is like when I got this car, I could not figure out how to open the gas cap. And of course I'm on the wrong side of the car now. I walk over here. I could not figure out like, how do you open this? It doesn't push in and click, and I was scouring the entire interior looking for a trunk release button, and I then figured out that you just push it over here, right? Like, there's no latch. As long as the driver's door is unlocked, it opens from here. I didn't know that. That took an hour or two of looking all over the place to find out. There's a video of that somewhere. But anyways, I was, it was like December of 2010, and it was cold and snowy, and I started day one in my bedroom. And I had vlogged before for 55 days, or about 50 days. And those got shut down for reasons that we won't speak of again. Anybody that's been around that long, holy shit, you know me better than what many of my friends do. Like my close friends do. But that ended in, I don't even remember the timeline here, but December 2010 I picked up again. I started again. I had no idea how long I wanted to go. The whole concept of vlogging though, let's jump way back to that. So this started like well within the first year of the Shaytards, probably within the first few months of the Shaytards. Somehow I found Shay Carl and the Shaytards. They lived in Idaho. They were moving to Los Angeles, to the big city. And that was kind of part of the allure. They were doing this, oh, let's move to Southern California and see if it works. And that's like, holy shit, that's what I want to do someday. I'm going to watch this dude and his hot wife and his cool kids. And I did. And they came up to a year, March of like, what, 2009 back then or something like that. And they kept going. And I remember finding Charles Trippy, and at the time Ali Speed and CTFXC, and I watched some of those, and it was just all this dog footage, and I wasn't into it. It's like, nah, it's not for me. Well, I watched Shaytards for a few more months, and then they started to get spotty, and they weren't posting every day, and I went back to CTFXC, and now I've watched every single one of their videos since probably, day 300 or 400. And it's been a weird journey. I've met a lot of really cool people. Through this, I've made a lot of friends, I've made business contacts, I've sold stuff, I've bought stuff. It's been a real experience, and honestly, it's built into my life now. It's part of my day. If I get to lunchtime and I haven't filmed a clip yet, I have this little anxiety ringer going in my head like, hey, you need to do something. And sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't. You know that. There's more than half of these vlogs are totally throwaway, have no value. The only value it has is someday in 20 years I'll be able to be like, holy shit, look, it was March of 2013 and I was home bitching about school and it was still snowing and 7 degrees. That's what life is. Not every day is this huge exciting adventure, right? That's not normal. Charles has gone out of his way to make his life exciting and entertaining, because it is truly his job. He's making, what, 6 figures doing that and supporting his wife and soon-to-be child with that income. And that's awesome, and I love watching his videos, and I think they're the best vlogs on the market. And mine are not, and they've never promised to be, and they never will be. It's something that I do on the side as a small business owner, as a car enthusiast, as a friend, a boyfriend, a son, whatever I am to people. So they will continue for the time being. It's not really a huge problem for me to continue making them. Sometimes it's a little annoying if I have 5 really busy days in a row. I don't edit them for 5 days, but I always film them. I always film them. There are always clips or a clip made. They're not always uploaded on time, but there is always a video for that day, for this day, for today. But I kind of started back to the beginning now. I know I'm all over the place here, but back to the beginning. I started because I saw that Shay started and Charles started, and nobody really knew where they were going with it, but they loved it, and they found success in it, and they just enjoyed doing it, and there was no reason to stop. They just built it into their lives, and it was this cool thing that they did, and had this online community and this little friend group. And I thought, you know, I'm going to give that a shot. I know how to do YouTube videos and edit together something. And it's nothing like theirs, of course, but Jake, and I'm not even going to go through all these names because I'll forget people, and that's rude. But the people that do come back, the 110 views that every video gets every day, I know who you are by your name, by your YouTube username, and I appreciate the comments, and it's kind of fun. You know, we go through this together, and you told me to go to, Jake, you told me to go to El Prado, and I did, and I still haven't eaten there yet, but I did get there for a drink. And it's just it's a weird thing. It's a weird experience that nobody else has this online community of, hey, these 100 people know what I have done every day for the last 9 years. You know, it's freaking weird. But it is cool, and it is fun, and I'm gonna keep running with it. But here we are, 3,000 days later. I started in Ohio. It was my dream to move to California, to move to San Diego. I was single at the time. I had just gotten a car that I really loved. And now I feel kind of humbled. Fast forward 9 years, I have an incredible girlfriend who I love very much. We both live here in San Diego together. We've finally done it. I have turned my dream car into my dream version of my dream car, and I've built a young career, a young business out of that. I do what I love every day, and I think that's really cool that I you know, 3,000 days later, I can look back on day one and think, if I told myself then that I would be doing this now, I would be super, super excited for the future, because in a way I have achieved at a base level what I've wanted to do. Now, obviously, my goal is to make the business bigger and more profitable and more successful, and we're very young, and we're on that path. And Megan and I have a future, and all of this is super, super exciting. But we're on the right path. We got through high school, we got through college together, we moved to California together. Let's keep doing this. So I'm tired. It's been a long day. It's been a fun day. We took that hike. We went, did some shopping. I got some pants and some shoes. That's exciting. Then we went to Enfuego tonight and Del Mar with Megan and her sister and her sister's roommate and her sister's roommate's boyfriend. And it was a fun night. Now we're back, and I'm exhausted. So I'll talk to you guys tomorrow on day 3001. Good night.